Okay, welcome to the 10-minute trading room. This is how to trade only 10 minutes a day and exactly how to take the guesswork out of trading. Now, with our trading strategy, of course, the first thing you need to do before even putting on new trades is to see what you have on and to take off anything that has any potential issues. So I am completely 100% in the market right now. And because of that, I'm not going to be looking to put on any trades today. The outlier data did show XLU as set up for shorts. So if you are interested in one to trade, XLU does have positive back tests on that one. But I am not taking that trade today because I'm already in the market. So I'm going to go through all the positions we have on today, and then we're going to move to our final thoughts. So let's go first real quick to check on SPY. And so SPY is our one of our shorts that we have on right now, as well as the MMFI is at 61%. I got to tell you, I'm a little nervous on this one. Because this is honestly set up from what we've historically done as a bullish trade. So that is in conflict with the outlier data. And so I'm having a little bit of internal turmoil on that. However, I've back tested it. So I know, historically speaking, what the outcome has been. It's been 6 out of 6 winners with that, with the average return of basically $20 per trade, long and short combined. And so on this, we got our sell signal, and it is still in the green zone. So we don't have an exit point there. The MACD is not crossed over, and the 2 ATR stop loss has not been hit, which are the exit points here, the stop losses, or the short exit goes into green, back to pink, etc. And what we see right now is no issues there. So that's good. So SPY stays on. We don't have a reason to take it off. Next is XLF. Now, we just put on XLF yesterday. In fact, speaking of XLF, I want to talk about this real quick. So yesterday I was mentioning how a lot of what we're in right now is short financials. And I was saying I don't know why. Outliers given us all these sell signals on the financial sector. I know that treasury yields on the 2 and 5 year have just hit like 15-year highs, which sounds great unless you own investments that are now losing value, because if I have a 10-year investment that's paying 3% that I bought a couple of years ago, now I can get a 2-year investment paying over 5%. That 10-year investment is worth a lot less than the 2-year one. So that could be one of the reasons why the financial sector is looking as weak as it is. But then last night there was some news about how all the banks passed just stress testing. And I do that with credit unions. I do exactly that with credit unions when I do consulting with them. And I was like, that's their job. If they didn't pass, that would be a problem. The fact that they did pass means they did their job. So this reaction today surprised me, with the whole financial sector basically really reeling on that news there that they did their job. So I don't know what to tell you about that. But back to XLF here. The MACD is not crossed over. 2 ATR stop point is not hit. And this one, as you can see here, let me make that bigger, is moving in the direction that we want to see as far as the heat map goes. So XLF stays on. Next is XOP. Now XOP, I have some thoughts on. So XOP, let me add a couple things here real quick. Where is it at? So XOP, I see right here that its MACD is crossed over. It has not hit its 2 ATR stop point yet. But this does remind me a lot of what just happened on it a couple weeks ago before it came back down. And if we take a look, historically speaking, it's had 3 out of 4 winners using the outlier signals with a $5 average, $5.70 average winner is what I'm trying to say. So this is like negligibly crossed over. So here's the deal that I'm going to make. On XOP, I'm going to keep it on for today. If tomorrow morning, by 9:30 Central Time, 10:30 Eastern Time, if this is still crossed over, I'm going to exit it, and I'm going to exit it midday exactly like that. If it is not crossed over, if it's still crossed down, then I do want to keep it on, because this has enough going for it that I am okay with holding it overnight risk only. And if it does work, we'll keep it on. If it doesn't work, I'm immediately going to get out. So that's the plan in XOP. I just want to let you know, it's so negligibly crossed right there. We already have our signal. This is still looking in the direction that we want to see. So I am going to keep it on just for one extra market hour is what I'm going to do. Next is CMA. And this is a good example because this MACD actually is crossed down, but earlier today it was crossed up. And so it's going to stay because it doesn't have the MACD crossed over. It's not over its 2 ATR stop point. And we don't have any issues as far as the heat map goes on outlier. So CMA stays. Next is SCHD. This one here, MACD's crossed down. 2 ATR stop points not hit, no issues there. And on the heat map, this is what we want to see so far. So that one stays on as well. Next, JWN. Do we need to take this one off? Without a doubt, we need to take this one off. We've got the MACD is not quite crossed over, but price absolutely is crossed over that 2 ATR point. So I'm going to take that one off right now. So JWN. Let me put in the Discord as we close this down. So I'm closing the JWN July 21st, 20 puts. So 6, 29, 23, trade number 1, closing the JWN puts. And let me tell you what I get filled for. Working the order right now for 81 cents. Okay, filled at 77 cents. All right, so we're out of JWN puts. And let me just mark this here. 1994 was where we closed. All right, done with that. Next. Now, of course, this is still looking the way we want to see, but we have to be cognizant of price, and price is not moving the direction we want to see. So next is KBE. This is the regional bank ETF, and this one is looking like the direction we want to see. KBE on here. MACD's not crossed over, not hit the 2 ATR stop point yet, so this one stays on. Next, XLK, same thing. This is moving in the direction we want to see. XLK. No crossover on the 2 ATR stop point, so XLK stays on. KRE, this is what we want to see right here, where it goes from green into pink. So this one looks good. And who is this? This was KRE. MACD's not crossed over. 2 ATR stop points there, so no issues there. And finally, PIN Gaming. This looks good from the outlier perspective. And PIN, not crossed over, all stays on. So in a nutshell, what do we do today? We took off one trade in JWN because it was above our 2 ATR stop point. We want to give these room to run, right? We want to be able to use the data that we have and let it work for us. And sometimes that takes a few days to work. So that's all the trading we're going to do today. Like I said, that gets me, I have room for one trade right now, but I'm going to start looking tomorrow. I'm not even going to think about it today. And hopefully we start having these trades move in the direction that we are currently positioned for.